All right, class. So we have been working on multiplication and using multiple strategies, but our focus mainly, the strategy we've mainly been focusing on is the box method. All right, so we worked on multiplying 2-digit by 1-digit numbers and then 2-digit by 2-digit numbers. Today, our focus is on 2-digit by 3-digit numbers. But instead of just jumping off to that, how about we go ahead and start off with multiplying 3-digit by 1, and then we can work our way up to 3-digit by 2. All right. So just as a quick reminder, when we have our problem written out, what we want to go ahead and do is expand that number. So here we've got 6 times 457. We're going to expand the number 457 to 400 plus 50 plus 7. The number of digits tells us the number of boxes we're going to need. So if I've got 3-digit number, then I need 3 boxes. By 1 digit, then I need 1 on the side. All right. And after expanding this number, the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is multiply these factors to give us a product. So 6 times 400 will give me 2,400. 6 times 50 will give me 300. And 6 times 7 will give me 72. Now, that's not the end. After getting the products of each of the factors, then we want to go ahead and add them all together to give us the products of our initial problem. All right, so adding all those numbers together will give us 2,742. We also have a multiplication table here as a guide, so I'm going to toggle back and forth, all right, with this multiplication table as well. All right, so here is the problem that we have. Here is a 3-digit by 1 digit here. Okay, and again, we're starting off with 3 by 1, and then we'll work our way up to 3 by 2. So for this 3 by 1 problem that we have, it's 337 times 8. So the first thing that we always have to do once we have multiple digits, we want to create those number of boxes and then expand that number, all right, write it in its expanded form. So 337, all right? It's already been expanded here for us, so that job's already been done. Now we're going to go ahead and multiply the factors, all right? So 8 times 300, I know that 8 times 0 is 0, and that's my 0 property of multiplication. 8 times 0 again is 0, and 8 times 3 is 24. So that would give me 2,400. And now I'm going to go ahead and multiply here. 8 times the 0 over here will give me 0. And then 8 times 3 would give me 24. And notice I'm going to add all these numbers. And then I've got 8 times 7. If I don't know what 8 times 7 is, I can easily toggle over to my multiplication table and use that to help me out. So I've got 8 over here, and I'm going to toggle all the way to 7. So this is what 7 is. And 8 times 7 will give me 56. All right. It's okay to use a multiplication table as a tool to guide me. All right. So 8 times 7 is 56. Now, this is not the end. What I have to do right now is go ahead and add all those products together to give me the actual product for the original problem that I have. So I've got 2,400 plus 240 plus 56. Oops, wrong spot. 56, and here is my thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. All right, and I'm going to add all these numbers together. 6 plus zeros will give me 6. 5 plus 4 will give me 9. 4 plus 2, 6. And then 2 plus zeros give me 2. So that's my answer. My answer would be 2,696. All right. So the box method helps me break down that multiplication problem, all right, into a simpler form, and it's a strategy for multiplying. So let's go ahead for the next problem, which is a 3-digit by a 1-digit. Remember, we're working our way upwards, and it's okay for us to toggle back and forth and use our multiplication table, okay? All right, so here we've got 546 times 9. If I have a multi-digit number, what I want to do is write it in its expanded form. So I'm going to expand that number. And even if you hear me saying the number, you can hear the expanded form in it. So 500, I'm going to write 500 here. 40, I'm going to put my 40 here. 6, and the 6 is right here. All right. And then 9 will be over here. The number of digits tells me the number of boxes that I need. All right, on either sides. All right, so starting off with 546, I'm going to start off multiplying my 500 times 9. All right, so I know my zero property of multiplication, which is any number multiplied by 0 is 0. So 9 times 0 here will give me 0. 9 times the next 0 will give me 0. 9 times 5, if I know my 5 times table, my 9 times table, that's fine. But I can also use my multiplication table to help me, and here is my 9s. I can either do it from the top or from the side. All right, and I'm looking for 9 times 5, and over here gives me 9 times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 45. All right, we're going to need 9 times 5. We're going to need 9 times 4. We're going to need 9 times 6. All right. So using this multiplication table is a guide that can help me. All right, 9 times 5 is 45. That gives me 4,500. And then next, over to the next number. So 9 times 0, I know it's 0. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0 itself. 9 times 4. Again, you can use your multiplication table to guide you. 9 times 4 is 36. So now I know 9 times 40 is 360. And then 9 times 6. 9 times 6 is 54. All right, so this is not the end, all right? I also need to go ahead and add all of these factors together. I've got 4,500, 360, and 54. I'm going to add all these numbers together. 4 plus 0 is 4. 5 plus 6 is 11, so I've got 1 here. I'm going to carry over my tens place. 1 plus 5 plus 3 will give me 9. And then 4 plus 0 will give me 4. So then the answer to the problem over here would be 4,914. All right. Okay. I thought I heard beeping sounds. All right, so now we're going to work our way up to 3-digit by, work our way up to 3-digit by 2-digit numbers. We're going to go ahead and solve one problem. All right. So let me write this in black. And I would have 321 times 24. So again, the first step that I want to take is go ahead, if it's a multi-digit number, which is more than 1, I want to expand this numbers. All right, so my 3-digit number, I'm going to expand that. 321. So here's what it's going to look like. 321. All right. And I'm going to multiply that by 24. 24. I know because this is a 3-digit number. I need 3 boxes for that number, and this is a 2-digit number. I also need 2 boxes for that one as well. All right, so I'm going to write that over here. Here is where I'm going to go ahead and draw my boxes. All right, so writing my problems out, I'm going to have my 300 here plus 20 plus 1, and going down vertically, I'm going to have my 20 plus 4. So the first thing I want to do is multiply my 20 by all the numbers on the top, and then multiply my 4 by all the numbers on the top as well. All right, so first of all, I'm starting off with 20. I'm going to multiply it by 300, 20 and 1, and then take my 4 and then multiply that by 300, 20 and 1 as well. All right, so 20 times 300. I will start off with the 20 first of all right, the 0. So I've got my 0 times my 20 times, I've got 3 zeros in here. So at the end of my product, I know I'm going to end up with 3 zeros as well. And then my 2 times my 3 will give me 6. All right, 20 times 20, I've got 2 zeros in here. So it means I'm going to end up with 2 zeros. My 2 times 2 will give me 4. And then 20 times 1, any number times 1 is itself 20. And that would be the identity property of multiplication. Now, 4 times 300, I've got my 4 times 0 will give me 0. 4 times 0 again will give me 0. And then 4 times 3 will give me 12. All right, moving on to the next number, 20. 4 times 0 here will give me 0. And 4 times 2 will give me 8. And the last 2 numbers, 4 times 1, any number multiplied by 1 is the number itself. Now, this is not the end. What I have to do is take all of these numbers and then add them all together. Okay? So I'm going to take my 6,000 and my 1,200. 400, 80, 20, 4. And what am I going to do? Add all of these numbers all together. All right, zeros plus 4 will give me 4. 8 plus 2 will give me 10. And I'm going to carry over the 10s in that number. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 4 is 7, and then 6 plus 1 is 7. So here, the answer to my initial problem, which was 321 times 24, is 7,704. Right? And that is multiplying 3-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers using the box method of multiplication. In class, that is it for our multiplication strategy for today.